Spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a man in the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you wasn't needed, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm there in the scene. I feel just like a cheetah prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's around my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing me. And I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all his rules think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him shaking this, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him shaking this, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top too. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. Shake a big, told them all you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what?
Six rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eat blood across it where the blood dealer. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill, yeah, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't brave from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, a team still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill, yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah, we here. Champion, yeah
me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
You got stuck in the fucking tackle. Come on.
Here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw.
You dropped it. God damn it. And we didn't fucking block. How do we not fucking block? Block. God damn, guys. Come on.
And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fucking it was there too. I had to seam up the beat the cover too, but problem.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
That was a good yard too. I'm not upset. We got points, but we should have kept the
job. For a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in.
That's my fault. Why did I do that? Damn, I had the cover fire over there. God damn it. That's my fault. That is totally my fault. I completely jacked that up. Damn it.
You know,
That's my
I'll
fault.
tell you that some other time.
Back to football. Fournette, a first down carry.
Oh, I miss. I completely miss.
And great
Damn it.
yardage
Come
here
on,
all the
Colvin.
way
Come
deep
on.
into Los Angeles territory. A big run by the big man Fournette. 43 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming.
There we go, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Oh, pick something. Come on.
But it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage.
2. That's
Just did not
2.
catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical.
2. We should have 2 this drive. Damn it.
Got in tight and knocked the ball away.
He shanked it.
That's
no good.
No good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
Held.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And a Rams first down.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Buccaneers 0.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
On the play brings up third down.
They'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, L.A. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
And that's another route the defenders will vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Great play call. I knew he was going to try and run commit. Just like him enough flexibility. I didn't know if I should have held him through the slant, but I didn't really want to risk it. And I knew that the real route, it's going to fly him out all the way over there, so I have to get it over there unless he plays right on top of it. He didn't play right on top of it, so I knew it was going to be open. I just had to be patient with it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Gatewood. And that's caught inside the 35.
He got no pressure. Holy crap, he had all day.
That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
If there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain.
Pressure.
Second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Good shit.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Thank you. Give me that one.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Blocks.
Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On On third down, they're going to go with the option. This is out quickly to the right. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Rams 17. Buccaneers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete.
The pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams...
That'd be one. Okay, yeah, I'm just in the middle of a league game real quick, so once I'm done with that, I'll let you know. I thought I could do it. It's just, I'll finish. Oh, okay. Probably 30 more minutes, that's it. Is that, okay. Okay, thank you.
Get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The ball comes loose.
That's pass interference on him, on me, so it didn't matter.
This home crowd, they're happy with that crowd.
I was trying to go down. I was trying to fucking go down, but it wouldn't let me go down. So I guess I'm just running out. That's so unfortunate.
They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
19.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He can run for it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive.
Hold the block, Warren. Come on, man.
Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson.
That's the one thing I missed. Like, if I had the perfect offense for this, I would have Usyk as my fullback. He's a superstar. He's a superstar ability fullback.
At the 8-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball carrier.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
That's fair open.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From just shy of midfield, Goff going up top, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 34. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check.
Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
4-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touch. Back as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Oh, I just
but
missed again.
You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll buy some time right. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 45 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And that's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 17. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've
Shank it.
found a way to
Shank
match
it.
each other's movements.
You made it, damn it.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start.
Damn, he is going to accept it. What a.
It'll be accepted, of course, and that moves
I
him
should
back
just.
5.
I'm not it. I should just.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with
damn
Akers.
it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
Here I am again.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going right back to Akers. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
They're going option play on 3rd down. A quick toss outright. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
To Van Jefferson.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for L.A., they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.